with AwakeNotWoke Ministry. I just wanted to jump on here real quick to share something with you guys that God highlighted to me about the verse Galatians 2:20. It feels like a really beautiful analogy on how to understand the depth of what this verse is really saying when it says that it is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives within me. The way that God had shown this to me, and I believe that, other fellow women out there who are mothers, who have gone through birthing, will deeply resonate with this and understand. But I'm hoping that just the idea of it will also resonate with other people, maybe even fathers who had hoped and wished and, desired and wanted the mother to live a holy, purified kind of life while pregnant. See, the way that God showed this to me is in kind of everything's always in layers. There's always so much more to it, right? Well, for me as a child, when my mom was pregnant with me, she was the kind of person that didn't matter to her. She did all kinds of things when she was pregnant with me. And I didn't even really know all of that. But when I did, at the time when I was pregnant with my children, throughout, just different stages of my life. I have 3 children, so I've been pregnant gone through pregnancies 3 times like that. And it was in that, that God had shown me that for me personally, when I was pregnant with a child, everything stopped around me. It was, until recently in my life, the healthiest time I ever was in any other parts of my life, because the second that I would find out I was pregnant, I would stop smoking cigarettes. I wouldn't drink alcohol. I didn't smoke weed. I didn't do the things. I didn't do all of the stuff that I had been doing, and I lived a very different life because I understood the concept that it wasn't about me. It was about the life that was living within me. And that is the concept that Christ is trying to get through to us, that it is no longer I who live, it is him who lives within me. So if we apply that same principle here and we think about that we are the temple of God and that it is him that is living within us, we can understand it from that point of view of a pregnant mother, when she no longer lives for herself, but she lives for the life that is alive and breathing and kicking within inside of her. She realizes that it is no longer about her. And then even when the child is born, you still have to, if you're nursing, you still have to be careful, because what is coming from you is still going to the child, right? So when Christ, who is so incredibly precious, is residing within inside of us, we need to realize and recognize that it is no longer our life who lives. It is not about fulfilling the lusts of our flesh. It's not about doing the things that we want to do, because it is about the life that is alive within inside of us, that life of Christ that is alive within inside of us. And so I just pray that you have that deeper revelation, and that it causes you to behave differently, that it causes you to want to do things differently, not out of obligation, but out of love for that life that lives within inside of you, which I pray that you do. In Jesus' mighty and precious name, goodbye.